RBSN, Regional Business Support Network, for those of you who don't know the acronym, Biz Bite episode. I am super excited today to introduce Justine Whitman from Careers. Used to be Careers Next Generation when I knew about this company, and I'm so excited that you're here to learn about how we build our future workforce. And um, so, a little bit about me if you don't know about me. My name's Michelle McFadden Loomis. I am the Business Development Advisor at the Regional Business Support Network. And the Regional Business Support Network has advisory services, promotional packages, great, amazing library of webinar episodes. We call them Biz Bites at no cost to you, as we are funded by the Town of Olds, Community Futures Central Alberta, and Prairies Economic Development Canada. So all of our services, I always say we're the good four-letter F word, we're free. So welcome to another episode of our monthly Biz Bites. Um, it's a video live event / podcast, all of those things that we're bringing great information to business owners in Central Alberta. So that's a little bit about us. I want to share why I wanted Justine to come and talk to us today. First of all, this organization has directly impacted my family. My daughter's now 28 years old. Can you believe it? But back when she was exploring careers, she was looking at the medical industry, but not really knowing where she would fit. And so I came across a week-long job shadowing program developed by Careers, and she was able to job shadow for an entire week about 12 different medical positions. This happened in Edmonton. And that's where she had all these aha moments of, no, I don't really want to do that, but I would like to do this. And I want to be more involved with people, more hands-on than just writing prescriptions. So today she is celebrating, let me see here, about 6 years as a registered nurse in Canada because of this program. She found her career. And I can't tell you what a difference that made for our family, because she was focused, she knew what she wanted, she went after it, but it was all through this program and internships. So I can tell you that I can't speak more highly enough of this organization and the support they give to our next future workforce. So with that said, I've taken up enough time. Justine, I'm going to hand the microphone to you to share about you, your organization, and how we win the next generation of talent in our businesses.
Excellent, thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Justine Whitman, and I'm the program coordinator with Careers in the Olds region here. So in my role, I work closely with local employers, schools, and students to create meaningful work-based learning opportunities. And what I really enjoy about this role is seeing those connections come together. So when a student gains confidence and direction for their future career, and when an employer realizes the value of investing in the next generation of their workforce. So I'm excited to share a bit about what we're doing in our community and throughout Central Alberta, and how we can continue building strong partnerships together. So a bit about who we are. So Careers is a nonprofit organization that has been supporting Alberta youth and employers for more than 25 years. Careers was officially established in 1997 with a clear mission to create meaningful partnerships between employers, schools, and communities that bridge the gap between education and the workforce. From the start, our goal has been to prepare youth for rewarding careers while helping businesses develop motivated, skilled talent locally. So when Careers began, many young people were leaving their communities to find opportunities, while employers struggled to find trained, reliable, and local talent. Careers was created to solve both challenges by connecting students to real work experiences. We help them gain skills, confidence, and career clarity, while employers cultivate a workforce that is skilled, loyal, and ready to contribute. We support a wide range of industries to meet Alberta's diverse economic needs. Skilled trades are the backbone of our communities. So throughout internships and the registered apprenticeship program, which I'll get into in the next couple slides, students can gain hands-on experience, learn safety and technical skills, and often grow into long-term employees who understand the workplace expectations. We also cover information and technology, where students can explore careers in software development, cybersecurity, network administration, social media, digital design. And these work-based experiences allow them to apply classroom knowledge to real projects, which prepares them for the next generation of IT professionals while giving employers access to motivated talent. The next pillar of careers is healthcare. It's a critical focus for us. So students can gain experience in clinics, pharmacies, wellness, and care facilities. They develop patient care skills, professional habits, and clarity on their career path, while employers can identify promising future employees. We also, one of our pillars is agriculture. So students can explore crop management, animal care, and agricultural technology. And by working directly with farms and agriculture businesses, they learn essential skills for Alberta's rural economy while contributing to operations and gaining mentorship from experienced professionals. Forestry is another big area for us. So students can gain insight into environmental management, sustainable logging, and conservation practices. And they get to learn practical skills while helping protect natural resources, and employers gain motivated, capable support. There's also specialized industries, things like emerging technologies, manufacturing, and more of those niche roles. And these programs expose students to careers they might not have otherwise considered while giving employers access to talent in different areas. So across all the sectors, our approach is consistent to provide meaningful experiences, create structured opportunities for skill development, and connect students to employers in ways that benefit both parties. Each experience allows students to build skills, gain confidence, and understand workplace expectations, while employers see potential employees in action. So for over 25 years, Careers Next Generation has grown to work with hundreds of employers across the province. Careers helps lower recruitment and training costs, improve retention, and help communities retain skilled youth. Employers receive support and resources every step of the way, making participation manageable even for small businesses. Careers has been preparing Alberta's youth and supporting employers for more than 2 decades, and we continue to build a stronger, more skilled workforce for the future. So now I'd like to introduce you to our Central Alberta team, who are here to support both students and employers across the region. For Central Alberta, Tessa is our regional manager. I don't know if you can see my pointer here. She oversees all of Central Alberta, ensuring our programs and partnerships run smoothly and effectively, and that we're consistently meeting the needs of both students and employers. For today's audience here in Olds, I'll be your main point of contact. So I am the program coordinator for the Olds area and the Southwest region, including communities like Rocky Mountain House, Sundre, Didsbury, Carstairs, and the surrounding areas. So if you're thinking about getting involved in internships, apprenticeships, or any other kind of work-based learning opportunities, I'm the one you'll reach out with directly. Dion supports our Red Deer and more eastern region, including Stettler, Blackfalds, and I put Red Deer again. She's also our YWIT lead, which is Young Women in Trades and Technology. And she helps create more opportunities for young women to explore and succeed in skilled trades and technology careers. We have Melissa, who also covers Red Deer and the more northwestern parts of Central Alberta, all the way up to Wetaskiwin Millet and the areas west of there. She also serves as our Indigenous lead, working closely with Indigenous students, communities, and partners to ensure our programming is inclusive, culturally responsive, and accessible. Together, our team works closely with local schools, employers, and community partners to create meaningful opportunities for students. We're also incredibly grateful to our funders and government partners whose investment makes this work possible. Their support shows us allows us to provide employer incentive, streamline the process, reduce risk, and make it easier for businesses to participate in internships and work-based learning. Because of that funding, we're able to remove barriers and create real, tangible opportunities for youth across central Alberta and all of Alberta. If you are watching from another region or know someone who could benefit from working with careers, please feel free to reach out and I'll make sure that you're connected with the right person, either on our team or on other teams within Alberta. So you might be wondering, what is an internship? I keep saying the word internship. An internship is a paid work opportunity for high school and under 21 youth, which gives them hands-on experience while eligible students can earn high school credits. So it's more than just extra help for you. Students gain valuable skills and confidence while contributing to your team. Internships are flexible, so students can work full-time or part-time during the school year or over the summer. The minimum requirement is 125 hours, but businesses are welcome to keep a student longer if it works for both sides. I know I've spoken to some employers that have kept students on 2-3 years. They've graduated, they stay on, so it can be a long-term investment for you. Students get to apply what they've learned in school, develop essential skills like communication, teamwork, problem solving, and gain insight into your industry. They also build confidence and learn workplace expectations. The employers get to benefit too. So internships give you the chance to identify and mentor future employees, shape the next generation of skilled workers, and bring motivated, enthusiastic students to your business. A lot of employers say that they struggle, with some youth and them not understanding. This is the perfect opportunity for you to train them, for you to take them under your wing and really show them how things are done, why things are done that way. So take an internship as an opportunity. Next, I'll talk about the Registered Apprenticeship Program, or RAP program. So RAP connects high school students with employers in skilled trades specifically. So everything from carpentry, electrical, plumbing, to automotive, culinary, hairdressing, they're all considered apprenticeships. The idea is simple. It gives you, as employers, early access to motivated, trainable young people while giving students a real head start in their careers. So how does it work? First, we connect students who are interested in starting a trade with your business. And these students are usually in grade 11 or 12, so they come ready to learn and ready to take the next step into their career. So what they do is they split their time between school and the workplace. Part of their week is spent finishing their classes that they need to graduate, and the other part of the week is spent on the job getting hands-on guidance and training. Your team mentors them, shows them the ropes, and helps them build real practical skills. And here's the best part. The hours that they spend with you count toward their apprenticeship in their Blue Book. And they can also earn high school credits for the experience. So it's not just shadowing, they're actually contributing and learning and putting things toward becoming a second, third year. There's also an added benefit for the students themselves. Most students who participate in RAP receive a $1,000 scholarship. So you're not only helping train the next generation, but you're also supporting them in achieving their educational goals. So you're probably wondering, how can employers engage? When we talk about building a strong talent pipeline, it's important to recognize that there isn't just one way to engage. Not every employer starts in the same place, and not every strategy requires the same level of time or commitment. What matters most is taking intentional steps to connect with the future talent often and early. So some of the ways that you can help is firstly by hiring an intern. So internships are one of the most effective ways to develop talent in real time. They allow employers to meet real business needs while simultaneously investing in future employees. They get to come in and experience your workplace hands-on and understand your industry, the specific skills that they need, and how it all comes together. Another step is, like I said, the registered apprenticeship program. So through RAP, students aren't just learning how to do the job, but they're building their career. And that first step is by walking through your door and being taught and shown how to really do the job. This helps develop highly skilled and dependable workers who are trained to your standards and are invested in staying long term. Apprenticeships also help address workforce shortages by growing talent from within rather than relying solely on external recruitment. They are a powerful way to ensure continuity as experienced workers retire and the demand grows. Some other ways that you can help: employers can host or partner with career exploration camps, such as one of our pillars, Young Women in Trades and Technology, which introduces young women to careers in trades and technology. These camps give students hands-on exposure to your workplace, allow them to try out skills in a supportive environment, and help spark interest in industries where skilled workers are needed. So during last year's Young Women in Trades and Technology camp, as you can see in the photos on this slide, actually, it was hosted by my coworker Dion in partnership with the County of Stettler, Careers, and Clearview School Division. So students didn't just observe at this camp, they actually got hands-on experience. The girls put out fires, operated heavy equipment, performed mechanical tasks. They learned welding in a fabrication bay, completed safety training, and worked alongside industry mentors. These real-world experiences helped students see themselves in skilled trade careers, build confidence, and gave them direction and a stronger connection to the opportunities in their own community. So by the end of the school year, 7 out of 8 of those participants are now entering their first year apprenticeships, which is showing the real impact that these experiences can have. There are also classroom talks and career-related events. So connecting with the schools, going to things like the last point says, career fairs. It helps humanize, put a face to that career and show students that it's not difficult to necessarily enter and they can have guidance along the way. So career fairs aren't just to build, your workforce and collect resumes, but they build early awareness and relationships with future talent. It's an opportunity to talk about what your business does and what skills matter and what pathways exist locally. So now that we've talked about internships and RAP, we'll take a step back and look at the bigger picture benefits for employers, because these programs aren't just about helping students, they're an investment in your future workforce and your business. So first, you build a reliable talent pipeline. By mentoring students early, you're developing future employees who already understand your business, your culture, and your expectations. You also reduce recruitment and onboarding costs. Hiring from an existing pipeline lowers the need for advertising, extensive interviews, and training because these students have already spent time learning how your business works. Employers see improved retention and engagement. Employees who start through internships or apprenticeships are more likely to stay long-term because they feel connected and invested in your company. Work-based learners also increase productivity over time. Even while developing skills, they can contribute meaningful work that supports your team. Another key benefit is succession planning. I know that's a big conversation right now. So by training young workers now, you're preparing the next generation to step into critical roles as experienced employees retire. And they can take on that knowledge from the current employees that are retiring to carry it through. But finally, it enhances your employer brand. Being visible in schools and in community positions, your company has an employer of choice, someone who invests in youth and grows talent locally. So work-based learning really helps students succeed, but it also helps your business thrive. They strengthen your workforce for long-term, ensures skilled employees are ready when you need them, and create a pipeline of engaged, motivated talent for the future. So it's a win-win. Another big conversation that's happening right now is how do we retain our youth and our young people in our communities? So especially in smaller or rural communities, there's a pattern we see again and again. Young people grow up here, attend school here, and then at some point they leave. Not because they want to be, you know, in the big city or things like that, but because they're searching for something they don't believe they can find locally. So often they leave to find experience. Students are told from a young age that experience matters, but if they can't find meaningful career-connected opportunities close to home, they look elsewhere, like bigger cities, larger employers, and they seem to come as a clearer pathway to these students because they're not seeing that opportunity at home. They also leave in search of mentorship. So young people want guidance. They want to learn from professionals who can help them understand what success looks like in the real world. When students don't see accessible mentors in their own community, they assume those relationships only exist outside of it. And many leave to gain clarity. Choosing a career is hard, especially when students don't know what options are all available. So without real exposure to real workplaces, real jobs, career decisions become guesses rather than informed choices. The challenge is that many students don't know what exists locally. They may drive past a business every day without knowing what happens inside of those buildings. They don't know what local employers produce, who they serve, or the range of roles it takes to keep those businesses running. Careers in manufacturing, healthcare, IT, finance, engineering, skilled trades often remain invisible to young people until it's too late. So as a result, students don't see themselves in local careers, not because the opportunities aren't there, but because no one has connected the dots for them. And at the same time, businesses are missing critical early opportunities. Without early engagement, employers miss the chance to build loyalty. When young people never interact with a local business during their education, they're less likely to feel a sense of connection or obligation to return after graduation. So why does hiring youth matter? Industries are facing a workforce challenge that can't be solved by traditional hiring alone. I'm seeing this every day in talking to employers throughout central Alberta, and I also see a clear opportunity to address it by investing in local talent early through internships. First, the skill gaps are widening as jobs evolve faster than training pathways. So jobs today require a mix of technical skills, problem solving, adaptability, and real world experience. But education systems can't always move at the same speed as industry changes. So that means many graduates enter the workforce with a strong foundational knowledge, but limited exposure to know how to apply that knowledge to the job. We're also seeing retirement and business growth happening at the same time, which is shrinking the available talent pool. There's also competition for experienced workers that are entering the workforce. And traditional hiring methods alone are no longer enough to meet long-term workforce needs. So there are some common employer concerns that I would like to address. When we talk with employers about internships or work-based learning, we often hear the same concerns, and they're completely understandable. So first, many employers worry we don't have time. And I definitely get it. Running a business is very demanding. But with internships, engaging students doesn't have to be overwhelming. Internships are structured and supported, so you're not figuring it out on your own. The program provides guidance, paperwork, and framework for the placement. So it's also flexible. Students can work part-time during the school year, full-time over the summer, and they fit around your business schedule and your needs. There's also the point that students contribute meaningful work while learning. So you're not just spending time teaching them, you're getting motivated help, fresh ideas, and extra hands on projects that support your team. So rather than looking at it as a burden, internships can actually save you time and resources in the long run by preparing future employees, reducing turnover, and giving you a pipeline of trained, reliable talent. Now, some employers worry we're too small, but that's a misconception that internships and talent development are only for large organizations, when in reality, smaller businesses often see some of the greatest benefits, and it actually gives the students more capacity, fresh ideas, and more attention. Another concern I hear is, what about WCB? So all students participating in internships or work-based learning are covered by WCB. So this means employers don't have to worry about additional insurance or liability. Another concern I hear is, we're not sure students will be ready. So it's natural to wonder if young people will have the professionalism, reliability, or skills to contribute meaningfully. But the good news is that work-based learning is designed to prepare students while they're still learning. And this is your chance to shape the next generation and teach them how to be ready. Another question, and the last one on the list, is, what if we invest in a student and they leave? And it's a fair question, but it's worth remembering that the same risk exists with any new hire. An adult or a student, you can invest the same amount in them and they can still leave. So with students, there is a big advantage. With early engagement, it builds loyalty, familiarity, and trust. So a lot of times we're finding that students are actually being held to a higher standard than adults in terms of supervision, support, and guidance. But it's not usually necessary. So I will move on for the sake of time. I wanted to quickly point out the Alberta Youth Employment Incentive. So this program is funded by the provincial government, and it's designed to help employers hire young Albertans while reducing some of the financial risk that comes with onboarding and training new staff. So how it kind of works is, if you hire 1 or 2 youth for a combined minimum of 400 hours, you may be eligible for $4,000. And if you hire 3 to 5 youth for a combined minimum of 750 hours, the funding can be up to $7,500. These hours can be distributed across multiple youth, and they don't have to work the same number of hours as long as the combined total meets the requirement. So there are a few rules. If you want to check it out, you can head to ayeincentive.ca, or I am happy to share this poster with you all. Now, I do want to share a quick video testimonial of one of our students and the impact that it has made on her life and kind of her perspective.
Students need the opportunity to go out into the workforce. I find it's very hard for young people to get experience and to get their foot in the door. When I heard this program was going to be running, I knew it would be an awesome opportunity for students to realize some of the jobs that are offered just here in the community.
I feel like I'm able to talk to other people more, because for a while I didn't talk to anyone and I hated going into the store to even just get something. I hated talking to someone on the phone. I didn't like texting people. I was just very shut in. But being here and having to actually communicate with others, I feel like that helped me a lot more.
You need confidence to be able to talk to people, to be able to ask questions and explore things, to get out of your comfort zone. And so that's really important. I know Harmony came into the program when I first introduced her to her direct supervisor. She was so shy, but to see her today, that's kind of growth and opportunity that we want for all of our students.
Rather than just sitting at home doing nothing. I've always wanted to get higher education since I was like 9. I wanted to become a doctor, and then I changed my mind to becoming a therapist, and then I decided on psychiatry.
I just wanted to thank Careers for coming into the community and giving the opportunity to the students. It really has been remarkable, the growth I've seen in all the students. I would say jump in 2 feet, see what they can bring, what I've seen and witnessed with the students and their growth and their willingness to try. I would love to see that opportunity for more students throughout the province. Careers has given students an opportunity that they would have never had if this organization wasn't here. I 100% recommend Careers in so many ways. It would develop confidence, communication. It would just open doors that they never knew were closed for them.
So you're probably wondering, how do I get started? Getting started with careers is easier than many employers expect, and we're here to help you every step of the way. So the first step is simple. Just reach out to us. As your local contact, I can help you figure out what opportunities make the most sense for you. And if you're thinking about hosting an intern, participating in a career fair, or hiring through the RAP program, we'll work with you to find the best fit. Next, we connect you with local students who are ready to learn. We partner with local high schools across Alberta and match motivated students to your business based on your needs. We also help you access the funding, like I talked about earlier, with AYEI. And finally, we provide ongoing support throughout the placement, from onboarding and mentoring, tracking hours, completing program requirements. We're here to answer questions, troubleshoot issues, and make sure that both you with your business and the student are having a successful experience. So you don't have to figure it all out alone. Just reach out and let us know how we can help you help the next generation. So I will post up here our QR code. If you'd like to check out our website, you can send me an email directly at jwhitman@nextgen.org. And yeah, reach out.
So awesome, Justina. Like I said, my family have had interactions with careers. I totally recommend them, especially if you have high school or new university students. I see that we have a representative from Olds College in the room, so thanks, Connor, for attending. And so I have one question that I'm hearing in my head of business owners asking, and Connor, I see your question. I will be, I'll I'll communicate that in a second. Um, I'm sure every business owner is going to ask this very simple question. Even with the subsidy, how much is this going to cost me? So, and I know that yes, there is a cost of time, but there's also a cost of funding this position. So is there a suggested salary scale or costing um, guideline that you share with business owners?
So for all businesses, the requirement is that you pay at least minimum wage.
Mm-hmm.
If employers choose to pay more for their internships, then they're absolutely welcome to do that. But the minimum is $15 per hour. And then they receive, after a student hits 400 hours, $4,000 back if they are accepted to the incentive.
Perfect, thank you. Connor is asking, has your team connected with career services at Olds College, as he thinks they would be very interested in having a conversation?
Absolutely. Our team has connected in the past. I'm newer to the role, so I'd love to connect with you and have more conversations offline.
Wonderful. Do we have any more questions? Leslie, I see your hand raised. Please, you can unmute or just type it into the chat.
Yeah, I was just seeing Connor's question. I guess I was just wondering the same thing. I know, like for Red Deer Polytechnic, right? I know they just like friend and a colleague who works there. She works to find like new employers, obviously, to take on student practicums and stuff. Yeah, so just interested to know how you guys do work with the polytechnics, because they're kind of, you know, in a way, a little bit of their mandate is the same in that they want their students into like workplace learning as well.
Absolutely. So we partner with Red Deer Polytechnic and with Olds College as best we can to get student placements as well. We're also a big partner with Casey right now. I can't remember the acronym, the long form, but we partner with them to get high school students registered and enrolled and working.
Fantastic. Thanks. Thanks for your question, Leslie. Dion, I know you're on the line. Do you have a question? Oh, I see you're typing. So I will certainly wait for that question to come through. In the meantime, for those of you watching the recording, you will have all of this connection to Justine as well. Everyone will receive a copy of the recording, including some really exciting news about next month's episode. We will be having the amazing Joy Caven, who presented at the very big AI conference that was held at Olds College in October. And she is really going to teach us AI that we can use today in our business. No fluff, no muss. Get out your laptops, get out your phone. She's going to be hands-on instructing AI. So that's coming in March. The link will be in your email. And if you have missed any of the 14 amazing Biz Bites episodes RBSN has created already, I will send you a link to our library. So if you're interested in grants, if you're interested in more AI, if you're interested in marketing, if you're interested in how to hire the right people and the onboarding processes, it's all in the library at your fingertips. You can watch them as a podcast, you can watch them as you're driving, all of that kind of fun stuff. So with that said, Dion is saying she doesn't have a question, but wants to clarify CACI is Central Alberta Collegiate Institute. Thanks for that clarification. And yes, Trisha Hunter at RDP would be a great connection as well. So I can certainly send you Justine Connor's information as well as Trisha. She's a great human as well. So with that said, thank you so much for joining this February, very chilly, cold February day of the RBSN Biz Bites episodes. And I hope you'll join us again, if not next month, but also the ones we have planned in the future. We're AI for March, and we are helping business owners make better decisions about technology that's happening in April as well. So stay tuned for all our information about upcoming events. With that said, Justine, thank you so much for being at the microphone today. Such great information. And we will see you all next time.
Thanks, Michelle.